Title: The Nightmare Gallery. The wind howled through the desolate streets of Blackwood, a forgotten town nestled deep within the heart of the Appalachian Mountains. The moon hung ominously in the sky, casting eerie shadows that seemed to dance with the flickering streetlights. The townspeople whispered of an old, decrepit mansion perched on a hill at the edge of town, the Forsaken Manor, they called it. It was said that the mansion was cursed, a place where the boundary between the living and the dead was thin and malleable. The legend had it that on nights like these, when the moon was full and the air was heavy with foreboding, the Forsaken Manor awakened. A chill crept down the spines of anyone who dared mention its name, for they knew that the mansion held secrets darker than the abyss. On this particular night, a group of curious college students embarked on a dare. Lucy, the intrepid leader, had heard the stories and scoffed at the superstitions. She, along with her friends Mark, Rachel, and David, decided to spend the night within the mansion's decaying walls. As the group cautiously entered the mansion, the air grew colder and an oppressive sense of dread settled upon them. The walls seemed to whisper, carrying tales of despair and agony. The flickering candlelight cast eerie shadows that danced with every creak of the floorboards. The group explored the mansion's labyrinthine corridors, each step leading them deeper into the heart of darkness. They stumbled upon a forgotten gallery, its walls adorned with grotesque paintings of tormented souls. The eyes of the subjects followed them, their expressions twisted in agony. Lucy brushed aside her unease and laughed nervously. "Just a bunch of creepy art, guys. Let's keep moving." But the air grew even colder, and the atmosphere became suffocatingly malevolent. David's voice trembled as he spoke. "Did anyone else hear that? Like whispers?" Rachel clutched her flashlight tighter, its feeble beam slicing through the gloom. "This place is messing with our heads. We should go back." Mark, the skeptic of the group, scoffed. "Come on, don't tell me you're all falling for this nonsense. Let's prove there's nothing to fear." As they continued through the gallery, Lucy's flashlight flickered, casting elongated shadows that seemed to stretch toward them. The paintings on the walls began to morph, their grotesque figures twisting and contorting in an unholy dance. An eerie chanting filled the air, growing louder and more oppressive with every step. Just then, the floor beneath them gave way with a sickening crack. The group tumbled into a hidden chamber below, landing amidst a sea of bones and decay. The stench of death hung heavy in the air as they realized they were not alone. From the darkness emerged a figure clad in tattered robes, its face obscured by a mask of sorrow. The figure's voice echoed in their minds, a chorus of anguished whispers. "You have trespassed upon the domain of the Forsaken, where the living and the dead intertwine." Terrified, Lucy managed to stammer, What do you want from us?" The figure raised its skeletal hand, pointing to the paintings on the walls. "Each of these souls met their end within these walls. Now, it is your turn to become a part of my gallery, forever tormented and trapped." As the group scrambled to escape, the walls seemed to close in, becoming a nightmarish maze of shifting corridors. Desperation turned to madness as they ran, the figure's voice growing louder and more deranged with each passing second. One by one, they succumbed to the horrors of the mansion, their souls becoming entwined with the tortured spirits of the Forsaken. Their screams echoed through the corridors, forever etched into the walls of the gallery. The moon cast its malevolent light upon the Forsaken Manor, where the whispers of the damned mingled with the chilling wind. And in the heart of the gallery, the paintings watched in silent glee as the boundaries between life and death blurred, ensnaring any who dared to enter its morbid embrace. As dawn broke and the town of Blackwood awoke, the Forsaken Manor stood once again in silence, its secrets buried deep within its cursed walls.